was going to take you through how I customized my SmugMug and how you can do it too. By the way, hello, my name is Trey. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so let's take a look at the new SmugMug and see what's happening. So this is my site, and I'll just give you a super brief tour of it and tell you what theme I used and a little bit of the customization. But then I'll show you some of the basic customization that you can go through as well. So I chose the basic SmugMug default, in fact, because I like these clean lines. I like the charcoal black and the whites of the text. I think it just feels very nice. And I further customized it so that it scrolls vertically kind of forever. I am of the mindset that this is sort of the habit that is evolving on the net, thanks to places like Google Plus and Instagram and Facebook, that people are just used to scrolling vertically at their own pace. And then they sort of drink in an image, and then they move to the next one, and then they move to the next one. So it's a very self-paced thing with one finger on your phone or two fingers on a touchpad. It just feels right to me. So anyway, that's the theme that I went with. And I kind of customized that a little bit to make it my own. And I have really just two albums here, all right? I chose just to have one giant portfolio. Then I have another one here called Burning Man. And this jumps to a very similar page, but just a different grouping of photos, right? These are like my sort of photos I take every year at Burning Man. And these have captions. You'll notice the other ones did not. I kept the other ones kind of clean. And then if you ever see an image and then you actually click on it, what happens is it goes into another view. Like, for example, let's just say that I click on this image. This will jump into a very clean view. This kind of, let me shrink up the screen here a little bit for you. This sort of traditional grid view, right, where I can jump around and look at the different images and see what we have. Okay. And then down below, of course, is the all the tags and comments and that sort of thing, all right? The ability to share it and this sort of thing. Okay, so let's say that, well, I don't like this theme anymore and I want to go choose one of the other ones. This is how it works, okay? So you click on Customize, and I can say choose a new site design, all right? And this is great, whether you are a beginner and you really don't want to customize anything, you just kind of want to click on something and have it be. Or if you want to go in and do some more customization. So I'll show you the kind of simple version first. So let's go pick one of these themes. So they've got great stuff, whether you're into portrait photography or animals or kids or weddings or landscape, there's something that'll fit the bill for you, I think. This one is called Muse. I think this is inspired by my friend, the great photographer Jaime Ibarra. And you can see it's just basically taken that theme and applied it to my photos. Now, right now, if you're wondering where these photos are coming from, I think it's sorted by most recently uploaded. So I'll click Customize here. Okay, so when I click Customize, everything changed a little bit. I have much more control over what's happening. So you can see that as I mouse over different parts, they turn either red or blue. Red is sort of like header information that will go across everything. Blue is kind of what's on this one page. If you look up here, we have different options. Okay, I'll click on this little wrench. That'll let me change what appears. So you can see right now, it is selecting from recent photos. Well, I don't want that, so I'll go change it. I'll change it to a single gallery, and then I'll go choose the gallery. Let's go pick it. So these are my various galleries. I'll go pick the portfolio category or gallery, then hit enter, and then it will just fill it up just like that. Awesome. Okay, and there's all other kinds of sub options you can choose if you want to. It's very powerful. And when I say customization, people get scared because they think you have to script or do some PHP but none of that. You just actually get to pick different options here. It's very fun. So I'll say done. And if I had chosen this theme, this is what it would look like. All right, so very, very simple. Let's go try a different theme. All right, so I'll say publish later. Okay, let's go pick a different design here and just see how it might work. Let me try Memento. All right, that looks nice. Also happens to be the name of one of my favorite movies from my favorite directors, Christopher Nolan. So here we can see that it's actually chosen 3 automatically for me. I didn't even have to do anything. If I wanted to, I could go customize it more. I could add a search bar or whatever. Let me just add one element just to show you what it might be like. All right, so I'll say customize. And then as soon as you click customize, you get this friendly little bar that flies in from the right that lets you make different changes and this sort of thing. So they have these things called content blocks, and I won't go through them all, but you can see that I could just drag out a slideshow. That would be cool. They use navigation things, breadcrumbs. You can add your own menus or whatever you might like. I could put in video blocks, link it over to YouTube. I can add my social things in here if I wanted to. Very simple. I can add just plain text. I can do whatever I might want. This is kind of cool. I think this is a good example of what you can do. So this is a keyword cloud. Okay, I'll just go drop it. Where should we drop it? Let's drop it right up here. All right. And you can see that this is a bunch of the various tags that I use. I might go click the little gear here, and let's change it to a cloud. All right, and I'll say done. And you can see it's kind of cool because, let me click previews just so that background thing doesn't appear. You can see it's kind of a neat tag cloud. It's kind of a nice design element, isn't it? Anyway, you can see how easy that was to customize. I think even beginners can do this. When I started this, I had this big bifurcation between beginners and advanced people, but actually the more I use this, I feel like, well, I think it's just kind of for everybody. All right, so let me click exit. All right, let me show you how I did mine in particular. All right, in case you're wondering what elements are involved here. Okay, so what's happening here is on this individual page, this is one block. Okay, this whole lower section is one huge block. The top section, this is the header. You can tell it's the header because it's got that red, and over here these colors correspond to that. Okay, so every page has the exact same thing. It has my name, has my little picture or whatever, and has my links to my social situations, and then it also links here to the to my various galleries. All right. So this block right here that I dropped in, this is a page that I made, and this block is simply a multiple photo block. Okay, I just drag that over here. If I click this little wrench, you can see exactly what I did. Okay, so I have the portfolio, which is that word. It's aligned to the left. I selected from a single gallery from my portfolio gallery, and then action on click. When you click through, it'll take you to the gallery with the thumbnails in it. The layout obviously is vertical. Okay, there's different choices here, but I picked vertical. The photo size, I told it to fill the width, and then I did not want it to crop anything, so I wanted the aspect ratio to be original. Here are the display options. I chose to have 48 pixels between them. I can choose none, and they can just kind of mash right up there together, which is kind of cool, but I like some white space, so I'll take it to 48. Number of photos I wanted to display. In my case, I chose custom at 250, and then if just a few other options down there if they want to keep on going. So that's basically that. It's very simple, isn't it? Didn't take any time at all. And one other thing you might want to know, let me just say done here, publish later, I didn't really make any changes of consequence, is there's this great thing called Organize, and this is one of my favorite new things about it. So I go up here to Organize Site, and let me show you my portfolio album here. And this has been really handy because, the order in which the images appear are very important to me. I think I'm probably a little bit anal about that because sometimes I like new images and don't like the old ones so much. So you can just very easily just pick them up and move them around and drag them about. So it makes it really easy and wonderful. So I dig that. So I've got these two galleries here, Burning Man and Portfolio. Okay, and if you think back, when we were just looking at that page that we were customizing, that was actually this portfolio page, okay? Which here looks like nothing because it's not a gallery. It doesn't have any images. It's just a page. But I had that page have that image block, and that image block displayed the gallery. And then when you click on an image, it actually goes to the gallery view that you saw before. So I made two of those, one for Burning Man and one for Portfolio. And they had the same header across the top. All right. Well, I hope that helps. Let me just go ahead and say done. Go back to the regular site. I hope that helps, and I hope it gave you a good idea of how this works. By the way, one other thing you might want to try is just go ahead and make it nice and tall and vertical, and if you refresh, you'll actually see what it will look like on various kinds of devices based on how tall or whatever it might be. So let me go here and I'll just click refresh. I'll show you something kind of cool. You can see that it actually starts to stack stuff up at some point, even though I told it that I wanted this to be beside that. So on a phone, everything scales appropriately and people have a good experience either way. Because even, the sad truth of it is, I think that we want people to always come to our website, on a nice browser and this sort of thing. But I think really what happens is most people come on cell phones and tablets and this sort of thing. And one great deal about this new theme experience is it seems to scale perfectly to all kinds of devices. And I don't have to worry about custom HTML or any of that nonsense. All right, well, hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll keep updating the review on the website. I have a kind of a SmugMug review. I'll keep updating it. I think they'll keep making changes and new themes and this sort of thing. And if you have any questions or feedback, just let me know. Okay, thanks. Bye.